The following podcast may contain explicit language and offensive material, or, just bad jokes. I don't know. They could be funny. You can listen, heck.
Welcome to the BS de Résistance 2019 Holiday Special, featuring all of our cast members. We now join this episode already in progress. Well, ho, 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 everybody. This is Dale Leopold, the showrunner, co-writer, lyricist, editor, sound designer, etc. for the show, and I also get to act in it. That's one of those showbiz insider tips. If you want to get cast, create a show yourself, then you can cast yourself. Works every time. So, yes, I do get to act. I get to be the announcer. I get to be the ruler of our nation, Vladimir Putin, as well as his minion, Donald Trump, former President Obama occasionally, the ghost of Richard Nixon sometimes, Abdul, the ululating Saudi ex-prisoner at Gitmo, who's now joined the Russian writers' room for some reason, and, a few other miscellaneous voices here and there. We're going to be taking a holiday hiatus, as we have in years past, probably until January 15th of 2020. But in the meantime, we'd like to leave you with some holiday greetings from our wonderful cast that is so geographically dispersed. I myself am in Mannequin-Sabot, Virginia, which is just outside of Richmond. Let's go all the way out to the West Coast first, to Karyn O'Brien in Portland, Oregon. Now, Karyn goes all the way back to the beginning. She, in fact, was one of the first three cast members, me, Lyssa, and Karyn, because we knew we needed someone to play the Purple Avenger. And Lyssa suggested her bestie, and it's worked out pretty well, I think. Here we go.
Hey, this is Karyn. Hey, I really don't know what to say. Blah! I'm standing here in front of the microphone and have done like 15 takes of this thing, and I'm like, I don't know what to say. Dale tells me I've got to do something for the holiday podcast. So I'm like, okay, great, let's do something for the holiday podcast. I will mention Merry Christmas, I will mention Happy Kwanzaa, I will mention Happy New Year and all that stuff, and I'll mention that I went down to Galveston to hang with Lyssa and the Purple Avenger and Jay for a couple of days, and we did this, vaguely Victorian thing down on the Strand. Strand is like this area in Galveston. Anyway, we dressed up in vaguely Victorian attire, except for Jake, who was a pirate with ninja weapons, because, what Victorian pirate doesn't want ninja weapons, right? Oh, and we ran into Captain Jack Sparrow, which was interesting, and he and Jake had a little thing going there anyway. So, this is getting really long and rambling, but the point is, happy holidays. From me, and Vera,
and Jake, and Elena,
and Svetlana, and all the other people in my head. Have a wonderful time, and don't forget the eggnog, people. We are civilized. Pinkies up.
Well, thanks for that, Karyn. And let's stay out on the West Coast, specifically Los Angeles, California, where not too long ago, chestnuts were not the only thing roasting on an open fire, unfortunately. LA is the home of Lori Firth, who joined us in September last year in the episode Left to Their Own Devices to play Betsy DeVos, very memorably. And since then, she's also played Ivanka Trump, Kellyanne Conway, Olga, and probably some others too. And anyway, here's Lori. She's singing a little something with the musical accompaniment by our own Chris Mezzalesta.
Hello, everybody. I'm going to sing a little song now, supposedly written for and sung at the U.S. Department of Justice Office of Legal Counsel Christmas party. You better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is tapping your phone. He's bugging your rooms, he's reading your mail, he's keeping a file and running a tale. Santa Claus is tapping your phone. He hears you in the bedroom, surveils you out of tours. So you mustn't assume that you are secure. On Christmas Eve, he'll kick in your door. Santa Claus is tapping your phone. Happy holidays, everybody. I'm not saying stay paranoid, but you never know. We're in uncharted territory now. Stay safe. From Lori Firth.
That was awesome. Now let's hear from the most recent addition to our cast, Dustin E Ba in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Hi, I'm Dustin E Ba. You might hear me on BS de Résistance sometimes playing Jay, Lyssa's husband, or Rudy Giuliani, or whoever they tell me I'm going to play. Anyway, Merry Christmas. Have a great new year, and I hope it's prosperous and wonderful for you and everything you expect in 2020. Take care.
Thank you, Dustin. In addition to playing Lyssa's husband, Jay, and Rudy Giuliani, I think he first joined us playing Elian Gonzalez. That was pretty great, too. So, wait. We have something else from Karyn. Okay, here we go.
Oh, hey, it's Karyn again. I forgot to mention Hanukkah. Sorry about that. And also, I wanted to state for the record how creepy I think the elf on the shelf thing is. It's like, it freaks me out. Seriously, please don't stop doing it. Thank you. Happy holidays.
Yes, thank you, Karyn. We cannot forget Hanukkah. Let's see. Let me sing something appropriate here. I have a little dreidel. I made it out of Trump. And when it's dry and ready, we'll impeach him, womp womp. Not a perfect rhyme, but, close enough. Next, let's hear from the wonderfully talented Nancy McLemore down in Birmingham, Alabama, where, coincidentally, my own father was born. Let's hear what Nancy has to say.
Hey, BS Resistance listeners, this is Nancy McLemore. I play Natasha as well as Karen Pence on the podcast. I wish you and your family a beautiful holiday season filled with wonderful protests.
Why, thank you, Nancy. And next we hear from George Washington III down in Charlotte, North Carolina. George made a special guest appearance in episode 2 and then joined us for real in episode 4. Well, George will get to show off his amazing set of pipes here with musical accompaniment, once again provided by Chris Mazzalesta. Here we go.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire, Jack Frost nipping at your nose, Yuletide carols being sung by a choir, and folks all dressed up like Eskimos. Everybody knows a turkey and some mistletoe helps to make the season bright. Tiny tots with their eyes all aglow will find it hard to sleep tonight. They know that Santa's on his way. He's loaded lots of toys and goodies on his sleigh. And every mother's child is gonna spy to see if reindeer really know how to fly. And so I'm offering this simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you. offering this simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you.
Isn't he amazing? We're so lucky to have him. And speaking of Chris, he himself brings you some Christmas greetings from Liberty, Texas, outside of Houston. Chris is a blue pixel in a deep red landscape, but he makes the best of it anyway. Here we go.
Hello, it's Chris Mezzalesta, music director and voice actor for BS de Résistance. And first off, want to wish everybody a very happy, fun, fulfilling, and peaceful holiday season, with emphasis on the peaceful, because we may have to be rationing that in the days ahead, depending on what happens here and around the world. So you never know. But for my holiday offering, I thought, why not do what I do, which is music? And in reflecting on a news item I heard where Santa is actually starting to do face-to-face phone calls via FaceTime these days, I'd like to think that maybe we started to harbinger this change in the traditions of the Christmas holiday, or at least as we know them. And I'd like to hearken back to a song I did with my comedy band Power Salad a number of years ago that kind of predicted that kind of thing. The lyrics to this one were written by my comedy songwriting partner, Craig Marks, who is also a BS de Résistance fan, I'm glad to say, as well as an illustrator and a fan of our own illustrator and artist Richard McMurray's work, so another kudo there. Craig's daughter, Abby, who is now in university, so there's how much time has passed, plays the part of the little girl at the beginning, and my daughter, Marissa, sings the part of the children's chorus on this one, as it were. I wrote the music and played all the instruments, including a chorus of 5, count 'em, 5 different recorders on this one. That took a long time to do. This is a song called Santa's Gonna Telecommute This Christmas. And it kind of brings everything together. Tradition, butting heads with the future and with technology and whatnot. A little bit of a welcome escape from everything that's been going on these days. So wishing you and yours clarity, peace, calm, and fulfillment through this holiday season and the year ahead as we resist together to try to make this a better country and a better world for everybody. Love to all.
Santa, it's just about time for you to get in your sleigh and deliver toys to all the good little girls and boys around the world.
Oh, I'm not getting in my sleigh this year, Susie.
You're not, Santa?
Don't worry, Susie. You'll still get that new doll you want. It's just that, well, with the price of reindeer food and the installation of a wireless network at the North Pole, well, this Christmas Eve, Santa has decided to telecommute.
Santa's gonna work from home this Christmas. His IT staff assures him that he can. Well, he's taking off his trusty boots, gonna do what geeks call telecommute. Well, he's got a killer laptop and it's logged into his LAN.
Santa's gonna work from home this Christmas.
He isn't gonna go from house to house. Instead, he's gonna drag and drop while sipping on a nice cold pop and deliver all the goodies just by clicking on a mouse. He'll do it all remotely while sitting in his rocker. Don't bother leaving cookies. He'll delete them with his pop-up blocker. The Easter Bunny works from home and the Tooth Fairy does confidentially. They haven't left their homes in years, which is why they are growing exponentially.
Which is why they are growing exponentially.
Santa's gonna work from home this Christmas.
Sorry, Rudolph, you've been placed on leave. He's he's canceling the whole commute.
I could do it in my birthday suit.
Hey, we're sorry for that ugly image here on Christmas Eve.
Santa's gonna work from home this Christmas.
He's in his bathrobe feeling nice and snug. See him eating chips and drinking nog. See him wasting time by reading blogs. See him calling up the help desk when he runs into a bug.
Okay, log in. What's going on? Yeah.
You have reached the North Pole Help Desk. We are closed for Christmas Eve, but will return on January 3rd.
Santa is screwed! Santa is so royally screwed!
Santa's jumping in his sleigh this Christmas. He's running late, but he'll get his butt in gear. He'll do it the old-fashioned way,
And he'll get it done by Christmas Day.
yeah, but like a fool, he'll try to work from home again next year.
Santa's gonna work from home next
Santa's gonna work from home next Christmas. Santa's gonna work from
Come on, boys, can't you fly any faster? It's already 3:30 a.m. and we've only hit half of Denmark. On Dasher, on damn it, on Prancer. Will you stop texting while we're trying to fly?
Hey, Santa, listen, I had tickets to Cancun. How do you think I feel?
I don't care how you feel. I've got to get these toys to the little boys and girls. Santa is screwed. Santa is so royally screwed.
Serves you right for trying to run a LAN on dial-up.
Santa's gonna work from home next Christmas. Santa's gonna work from home next Christmas.
Why, thank you, Chris. Chris has added so much to the show, both in the incredible music that he creates, writing the melodies for the songs that I write the lyrics to, as well as all the great incidental music and theme music, etc., and playing all those characters from Mike Pence to Rick Perry, both smart and dumb Rick, Yevgeny, and so many others. And you know, it wouldn't be Christmas without hearing our own holiday classic, which was just played this morning on the Dr. Demento Christmas special. Thank you, Doctor. Here is Making Christmas Great Again, featuring Chris Mezzalesta, myself, and Nancy McLemore.
Well, it's Christmas time in the USA, but it seems like only yesterday that the atheists and Muslims were grinning, 'cause the war on Christmas, they was a-winning. I shudder each time I remember those dark and dreary Decembers, like lambs led to the slaughter. We were feeling like Christian martyrs.
And all our hopes were crumbling. Merry Christmas, we'd be mumbling. We'd have to hide the presents we bought, praying to God that we wouldn't get caught. And what was even stranger, if we tried to put up a manger, the mean old Grinch ACLU would say, take it down or else we'll see.
Then Jesus saw our desperation and delivered us from that abomination. He sent us the man with the moolah, so we elected him to be our poobah. He said he'd bring Christmas back to you. Well, all I can say is glory, hallelujah. We're making Christmas great again,
like it was meant to be.
You can be jolly with eggnog and holly.
And guns for you and me.
We're making Christmas great again.
You can celebrate once more.
Kiss your ho-ho-ho, neath the mistletoe.
And put a wreath on your front door.
We only wish our commander-in-chief could share this day with you. But here's the feat. Don't worry, he'll be brief. Let's hear it for number 2.
Why, thank you, Bud.
everybody, for that lovely greeting. I'm sorry my time here is oh so fleeting. The president sends his warmest regards, but he's awfully busy signing Christmas cards. So this Yuletide story I'll share with you of a Christmas miracle, and I swear it's true. A band of angels came to me and sang a Christmas carol. They said, "Oh, Mike, the time has come to don your gay apparel. No more sitting all alone like an elf up on the shelf. The greatest gift of all I've found is just to be yourself."
Hey, what's going on? Wait, could it be? Is that our godly leader? Do you see what I see?
Yeah, that's right, it's me. You all knew I'd come. Yeah, me and not that Muslim Obama bum. And Mike, you'd better leave the theater.
What?
We're gonna talk about this later. But no hard feelings, don't be bitter. For God's sakes, wash off all that glitter. Yeah, Christmas before me was a total disaster. But now we've gotten rid of that Kenyan bastard. We're finally allowed to celebrate it. And those snowflake lips, they really hate it. And Bill and Crooked Hillary will soon be behind bars. And all the criminal caravans, I'm gonna send them to Mars. And if some idiot says, "Happy Holidays," I'll ship him off to Gitmo.
Trophy praise!
We're making Christmas great again. No whining anymore. Clean and bright, nice and white, like the sheets my father wore. No Kwanzaa and no Ramadan. Thanks to me, they'll soon be gone. Even that 8-night Hanukkah will be going down like Monica. Better believe it.
We're making Christmas great again, like it was meant to be.
You can be jolly with eggnog and holly.
And guns for you and me. We're making Christmas great again. You can celebrate once more. Kiss your ho-ho-ho neath the mistletoe and put a wreath on your front door.
If you can't rock him in his cradle, then go and spin your little dreidel.
So remember, I'm the reason for the season. And if you don't like it, that's treason.
And last but not least, we'd like to introduce Lyssa, the head writer, co-creator of the show, who plays herself, of course, but also that traitorous she-devil, Sophia, and Lydia, Ben Carson's quite insolent secretary. Here we go.
Hey gang, it's Lyssa. I'm just popping in real quick to save you from having to hear me sing a Christmas song. I'm not gonna do that. It's better this way. Besides, as of the last big function at the little one's school, I now only sing "Mana Mana Do 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 Do." So that's what you get. Have a Mana Mana Christmas and a Do 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 New Year. Heh, how about that? Rock on, everybody. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Be kind. Please be kind.
Well, thank you, Lyssa. And, looks like we have one more contribution from Karyn. And appropriately enough, it is indeed the Christmas story. So before we hear that, I'll sign off by saying we hope all of your holidays will be happy, whether it's Christmas, Hanukkah, Festivus, Kwanzaa, Boxing Day, New Year's Eve, Chinese New Year, whatever. Have a good time. And please show a little love and kindness to your fellow humans and to the planet. Get some good popcorn for the impeachment. And, let's rock on and resist in 2020.
Hey, Karyn, once again, because 3 is funny. Since I'm the token Christian here on the podcast, I thought I would present the Christmas story from the Bible. Luke chapter 2, verses 1 through 21. Strap yourselves in, kids. It's going to be a bumpy ride. In those days, Caesar Augustus issued a decree that a census should be taken of the entire Roman world. This was the first census that took place while Quirinius was governor of Syria, and everyone went to their own town to register. So Joseph also went up from the town of Nazareth in Galilee to Judea, to Bethlehem, the town of David, because he belonged to the house and line of David. He went there to register with Mary, who was pledged to be married to him and was expecting a child. While they were there, the time came for the baby to be born, and she gave birth to her firstborn, a son. She wrapped him in cloths and placed him in a manger because there was no guest room available for them. And there were shepherds living out in the fields nearby, keeping watch over their flocks at night. An angel of the Lord appeared to them, and the glory of the Lord shone around them, and they were terrified. But the angel said to them, "Do not be afraid. I bring you good news that will cause great joy for all the people. Today, in the town of David, a Savior has been born to you. He's the Messiah, the Lord. This will be a sign to you. You'll find a baby wrapped in cloths and lying in a manger." Suddenly, a great company of the heavenly host appeared with the angel, praising God and saying, "Glory to God in the highest heaven, and on earth peace to those on whom his favor rests." When the angels had left them and gone into heaven, the shepherds said to one another, "Let's go to Bethlehem and see this thing that has happened, which the Lord has told us about." So they hurried off and found Mary and Joseph and the baby, who was lying in the manger. When they had seen him, they spread the word concerning what had been told them about this child, and all who heard it were amazed at what the shepherds said to them. But Mary treasured up all these things and pondered them in her heart. The shepherds returned, glorifying and praising God for all the things they had heard and seen, which were just as they had been told. On the 8th day, when it was time to circumcise the child, he was named Jesus, the name the angel had given him before he was conceived. Thus endeth the lesson. Amen. Merry Christmas.